Once upon a time, in a small town, there lived a girl named Amina. Amina dreamed of finding a good and faithful husband. She wanted someone who loved God as much as she did, someone who would help her grow in her faith. But not everyone believed in Amina's dream. Her colleagues often told her, all men are the same. There are no good men out there. This made Amina sad, but she didn't lose hope. She believed that one day God would bless her with a good husband. One night, as Amina knelt by her bed, she prayed with all her heart. Dear God, please send me a God-fearing man, a prayer warrior who can help me in my prayer life, she whispered. Amina knew she needed someone to guide her and help her grow closer to God. The next morning, Amina felt peace. She believed that God had heard her prayers. She decided to follow the instructions she felt God had given her, to fast, pray, and be more involved in her church and community. Amina started attending church more often. She joined the choir and helped with community events. She felt happy serving others and felt closer to God. However, her friends didn't understand her new commitment. Why are you spending so much time at church? They asked. You never come out with us anymore. Are you trying to be a pastor or something? They laughed, and their words hurt Amina deeply. But she remembered her prayer and kept going. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. Amina's friends drifted away, but she didn't give up. She knew she was on the right path. She continued to pray, fast, and serve her community with all her heart. One sunny Sunday, Amina was at a church event, helping to serve food to the homeless. She was busy making sure everyone had enough to eat when she noticed a young man helping to clean up. His name was David. He had a kind smile and a gentle heart. They started talking, and Amina discovered that David also loved God deeply. David was a prayer warrior, just like Amina had prayed for. They began spending time together, praying and talking about their dreams and faith. Amina felt joy in her heart. She knew that David was the answer to her prayers. As their friendship grew, they collaborated on various church projects. One day, they organized a charity event for underprivileged children. Together, they planned every detail, from the activities to the meals. The event was a huge success, and it brought them even closer. In their conversations, Amina learned that David had a similar story. He too had faced skepticism from his friends and family about finding a faithful partner. People told me that girls who love God are too strict or old-fashioned. David shared one evening. But I always believed that God had someone special for me. Amina and David's mutual understanding and shared experiences deepened their bond. They often met in the early mornings for prayer walks around the town, discussing scripture and sharing their insights. These walks became the highlight of Amina's days, filling her with a sense of purpose and connection. One evening, during a beautiful sunset, David took Amina to a quiet spot by the river. As they sat together, he spoke about his feelings. Amina, you are an answer to my prayers. Your faith and dedication inspire me every day. I feel that God has brought us together for a reason. He then asked her to be his girlfriend, and with a joyful heart, Amina agreed. Their relationship continued to grow. They attended church services, Bible studies, and prayer meetings together. They also made it a point to serve others, visiting the sick and elderly, and helping those in need. Their combined efforts positively impacted their community, and they became known as a couple who truly lived their faith. However, their journey wasn't without challenges. There were moments of doubt and misunderstandings. One such incident occurred when Amina's old friends tried to reconnect with her, inviting her to a party that didn't align with her values. Torn between her past and her present, Amina sought David's advice. Together, they prayed for guidance and strength to make the right decisions. With David's support, Amina found the courage to stand firm in her beliefs. She realized that her true friends were those who respected her faith and encouraged her spiritual growth. Over time, her old friends either accepted her new path or drifted away, leaving her with a supportive and loving community. Years passed, and Amina and David's love grew stronger. They faced life's ups and downs together, always turning to God in prayer. One day, David surprised Amina with a beautiful proposal at the church where they had first met. He got down on one knee and said, "Amina, you are my answered prayer, my partner in faith and love. Will you marry me?" With tears of joy, Amina said yes. Their wedding was a celebration of love, faith, and community. Surrounded by their church, family, and friends, Amina and David exchanged vows, promising to support each other in their spiritual journey and to serve God together. As they began their married life, Amina and David continued to be active in their church and community. They started a small Bible study group for young couples, sharing their story and encouraging others to trust in God's plan. Their home became a place of prayer, love, and hospitality. One day, Amina received a message from an old friend who had seen her transformation and was inspired by her faith. "I always thought you were wasting your time, but now I see the joy and peace in your life." The friend wrote, "I want to know more about your faith and how it changed your life." Amina was overjoyed and immediately invited her friend to church. She and David welcomed her into their Bible study group, where she found a new sense of purpose and belonging. This experience reinforced Amina's belief that staying true to her faith could inspire and transform others. Amina often reflected on her journey, from the days of doubt and loneliness to the joy and fulfillment she now experienced. She realized that every challenge had strengthened her faith and brought her closer to God's purpose for her life. In her heart, Amina knew that God had truly blessed her with a good and faithful husband. Her dream had come true, not through her own efforts, but through her unwavering faith and trust in God's perfect timing. Moral of the story: sometimes the journey to our dreams can be hard and lonely. But if we stay true to our faith and keep believing, God will answer our prayers in His perfect time. Never give up on your dreams and trust that God has a wonderful plan for your life. For all the single men and women out there longing for a good partner, remember to depend on God and never lose hope. He knows the desires of your heart. and will bless you with the right person at the right time. Thank you for watching. God bless you.